We won't take our eyes off the United States, where the speculation about President Joe Biden continues. We all know he's been vague and forgetful for all of this term, of course, and getting progressively worse. But for many in the US, the disastrous debate performance means they can ignore it no longer. They can deny it no more. The media, the mainstream media, is finally starting to ask direct questions, and it's awkward.
Does President Biden, at 81 years old, have Alzheimer's, any form of dementia or degenerative illness that would cause these sorts of lapses? And it's a yes or no question. And if you don't know, why don't you, as one of his senior staff members, know?
I have an answer for you. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
It's a no. And I hope you're asking the other guy the same exact question.
Got to ask the other guy, apparently. Well, they did. Remember, Donald Trump took a test and he remains sharp as ever. We can all see that. Now, the vice president has had to defend her boss.
Look, Joe Biden is our nominee. We beat Trump once and we're going to beat him again, period.
Are you ready to lead the country if necessary?
I am proud to be Joe Biden's running mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
First time I've seen her speak without laughing. And how about this? Remember a couple of weeks ago, I highlighted how the president was actually taking advice from his disgraced son, Hunter. Have a look as the president tries to boost his own record on jobs, and he cites messaging advice from his son. And I think you can see straight away he wishes he hadn't mentioned him.
You know, my son says, you ought to have we all have various short-term descriptions for your jobs, for what you accomplish. And he should say Joe Jobs.
Yeah, I was surprised that didn't get more attention at the time, but now there are reports that Hunter is becoming heavily involved in trying to ensure his dad runs for a second term, and mainstream media is onto it.
New tonight, NBC News reports that first son Hunter Biden joined meetings with the president and senior staff this week in the West Wing. Reaction from senior staff described as, "What the hell is happening?" The White House had this explanation.
He came back with his dad from Camp David. He walked him into the speech prep, and he was in the room.
Walked him in? This is the leader of the free world. And the speech prep they were talking about was that comment about the landmark Supreme Court judgment. And there to help advise the president was his son, the convicted gun felon and recuperating self-confessed crack addict. Now, no less than Carl Bernstein of Watergate fame is reporting on doubts about Joe Biden's capabilities.
There have been numerous instances where the president has lost his train of thought, can't pick it up again. There was a fundraiser at which he started at the podium, and then he became very stiff, according to the people there, as if it were almost a kind of rigor mortis.
This was reported.
Rigor mortis. We've been talking about this since before Biden was elected, of course. We've been showing how it's often gotten worse along the way since the early months of his presidency. The Democrats pretended this problem away for far too long, and now they're in a terrible bind. And it's all their own doing.